Hey y'all, let's go ahead and hop into your reading. I already got the cards pulled for the situation. All right, so what's going on with this particular reading is we got the Three of Swords here. The Three of Swords is betrayal, pain, hurt, backstabbing. Something happens that hurts you. And what happens that's going to hurt you involves family, relationships, and even your job. I feel like some of you are going to be walking away from a job that you thought you were going to retire at. You thought you were going to be there forever. Some of you could have been there already for like 10 years, 20 years. But here it is, you're having to walk away from it. And it's not going to be easy because the reason why is this Three of Swords. Because of some sort of pain, some sort of hurt. You're going to even be distancing yourself from your family as well. And I feel like all of this is happening because it's meant to happen to disrupt your comfort zone. Because if you had stayed in this energy, you won't see what's on the other side of this. You would have stayed. It would have stunted your growth. I don't know what's on the other side of this Eight of Cups because I don't know where you're going. And that's what I'm interested in seeing, where you're going. Because you're walking away from family, you're walking away from long-term jobs, long-term relationships, because of some sort of betrayal, because of some sort of hurt. You're walking away from it. But what you're walking into, I don't know, but I feel like it's important and it's significant because this does not feel like this is happening to hurt you. It feels like it's actually happening to help you. Because there's something about staying in this energy that wasn't beneficial for you. It actually feels like it was limiting you. And it could have even been responsible for some sort of programming. Because we got here misaligned values. You're outgrowing some things and some people. And you wouldn't leave. That's what it is. You wouldn't leave. There are some people and some situations and things that you have mentally outgrown, but you did not walk away from. It took a betrayal for you to actually walk away. Now, this had to happen because of where you're going. Let's see where you're going. I saw the Two of Cups. Then we see the Six of Pentacles. The Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. You're going to a relationship where there's going to be reciprocity. See, over here, these were not balanced relationships. They're misaligned values, misaligned relationships, connections. Even with your work, you could have outgrown it. And it could have been lopsided. You could have been the one doing everything and not getting anything in return. Even when it comes to your connections, your family, your friends, your community. I feel like this is an energy of where seeing that Six of Pentacles, there's always a giver and taker. And I feel like you're the giver in both of these situations, family and work. Giving, but not getting anything in return. Not anything that's fulfilling emotionally for you. So it took this betrayal to push you out of your comfort zone. You're walking into a Two of Cups where there will be balance. A Two of Cups where there's going to be reciprocity. Tell me more. Where's Cancer walking into? You're actually moving. Because even with the 10 Pentacles, this could even be your home. You could have been staying at your home for the place that you live at now. You could have been living there for 10 months. You could even been living there for 10 years. 10 years, 10 months, however long. But you thought you were going to be staying there is what I'm ultimately trying to say. But with this Chariot card, this is physical. You are physically about to be going somewhere. Some of you, this could even be abruptly having to pack and move. Tell me where you're going. You're physically about to go somewhere. With this, what you're walking away from, you're physically going to someplace else. I don't know. It feels like wherever you're following your intuition. You know what else I feel like too? I feel like wherever you're going is going to require you to actually follow spirit. To not know. Because that's why I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know. It's like you're going to have to go and not know. Physically, some of you may have to just maybe you get some sort of like idea, or maybe you get like a dream or some sort of spiritual insight. Go to Atlanta. I'm going to throw out Atlanta. Go to Atlanta. And it's like, well, why would I go to Atlanta? How am I going to take care of myself? Where am I going to live? And it's like, don't know, just go. You're going to have to trust the universe for when you get there to help you out. That's what this kind of feels like. You're going to have to go someplace, or you're going to be guided to go somewhere and not know or have it all figured out. You're not going to be able to have it all figured out. You're going to have to surrender and trust the process. And it's going to be scary. I feel like it's going to be scary for you, because maybe you have to know how it's all going to work out. Maybe you have a hard time surrendering and letting go of control, because maybe you're used to, especially over here, long term, you could have saw your life planned out or knew how things were going to go when you were safe. This 10 Pentacles is telling me you were in some sort of safe position. You didn't feel like, you were going to have to move. And then here it is, you're being forced, and Spirit is going to guide you. Go to Atlanta, for example, and you're like, why I gotta go there? Wait till you get there and you will see. And we saw the Two of Cups too. You may be intuitively guided to go be with someone. And you may be like, why you want me to be with that person? That's where you're going. You're going to have to do something that's not going to make sense. And you're going to have to follow that intuition, or follow those spiritual signs, those spiritual guides, and not know how it's going to turn out. And that feels difficult for someone, because it's not going to make sense in your mind. It's not going to make sense to you, because it's coming from Spirit. It's not going to make sense to your mind. See, over here where it was safe, things made sense. You did things that made sense. But over here where you're walking towards, it's not going to make sense to you, because it's not something you will ordinarily do. This is Spirit guiding you. And it looks like maybe some of you could be going to Atlanta, but it looks like it has to do with the Two of Cups, a relationship. Maybe you may meet this person. Maybe you may meet your person wherever this next place that you're going towards. And maybe that's why Spirit is guiding you, because there's a connection. A connection that's going to be balanced, where there's not going to be just someone taking, and the other person receiving. You're going to learn true love that's built on respect, trust, and balance. Let's see what else comes up. See, the Three of Wands. I don't want to go. I'm too afraid. I'm not moving, because I can't see. Because the Three of Wands, we got foresight. We've made the move, and now we're just going to wait and see what happens. But for you, it's like, nope, I don't want to go. Some of you are going to be challenged to move. I really feel like some of you are going to, because I told you that Chariot is physical. Some of you are going to be challenged to move and go to a land. You're going to be challenged to move to go to a land you do not want to go to. You're going to be like, no, I don't want to go there. But it's where you're supposed to go. And you got to go without being able to see how it's going to turn out. Yeah, because this could come as a result of some sort of news, right? What is this message? See, blocking. Cancer, you fighting this. You are fighting this because, look, you can't see. This is really eating you up. This is going to really eat you up. Because I don't know if this is someone you know, but they're calling you and you are so against it. This person is calling you. This must be someone you know that you're supposed to go with. Physically move and be together. But you are against it because, look, you can't see. And then here's the Nine of Swords. It's going to cause you stress. Sleepless nights, anxiety. This is going to bother you. Let me see what Spirit got to tell you around this. Yeah, it's your new life. It is your new life. Listen, y'all, I identify with what you're going through. I totally do. That's why I'm like, man, I get it. New life is on its way. will be like a surge of fresh energy, infusing your projects, work, and creative concepts with electrifying potential. Luck is definitely on your side. That's what I'm saying. This new life and luck is going to be on your side. You just gonna have to trust. Look, see, business too. Business. It says here, don't underestimate the influence you can have in the business world. This just fell down. But maybe you and this person, because you got work too. Maybe you and this person end up working together. But you are definitely against it. You may get a phone call, whether it's from some person you blocked. But now I'm seeing for others, you may get a phone call to go somewhere. And where you're meant to go, your person is there. For others, you may get a phone call from your person. But you're like, no, I don't want to go with that person. Yeah, look, time matters. Look, let me tell you this. Look at this. Yeah, there's something about you and a person here too. Quit waiting for someone to return or for things to unfold precisely as you desire. Living in the past, right? It said you have to show up for your new life, your new world, and your new way of doing things. See? Over here, old way of doing things. Over here, new way of doing things. And then it says here, sneaky behavior or deceit. What you need to know lies in the details. Pay attention to the subtle cues in someone's behavior, expressions, and general demeanor, especially when words appear unclear or misleading. This is you, because whoever this person is that you're going to be connecting to, see, I told you you're going to be at rock bottom after you had to walk away. And that's what Spirit is saying. I'm not going to give you a chance to say no, because I know you will say no, but you're going to miss out on something if you say no. See? You have been building a life on unstable foundations. No matter how painful it might be, let go. And watch this structure crumble so you can rebuild on a more solid foundation with this person. This could be someone that you hadn't talked to in some time. And this is going to be someone that you're going to be scrutinizing because you feel like this person is sneaky. You feel like there's something wrong with this person. And that's what I'm saying, like you're going to be totally against being with this person. Yeah, look, and what's next? New life. You have to hit rock bottom, because if you don't hit rock bottom, you would totally fight against being with this person and going with them. Yeah, they may write you a letter because I feel like they're scared because they waited so long. Whoever this person is, they know that they're supposed to be with you. You're the one that's holding back. But they waited so long that they're afraid to call you because maybe you blocked them, or they can feel that energy with the high priestess right there. So, or maybe they're just better at just expressing themselves via a letter or a long text message. Look, see, you like, nope. It says worth fixing. It can be easy to walk away and avoid conflict because staying takes hard work. However, it's still worth saving, but you have to put in the effort to fix the problems at hand. Yeah, this is about a relationship. What you're walking to. Yeah, because you guys are meant to work together, business affairs. And this person is a wise ruler, a leader. They may be able to help you with your business affairs with that 10 Pentacles. Who you're walking towards. And see, you can't avoid this. Cosmic influence. I told y'all you cannot avoid this. It says you cannot change outer astrological forces, but you have the power to transform by delving deep into your divine essence and uncover the inner strength needed to transcend all karmic realities. Yep, this is cosmic influence. You have that strength to transcend, because you may be feeling like, I can't do this, I don't want to go, because you can't outrun this is what I'm ultimately saying. You and this person, look, even right here, she looks like she got an attitude. She mad. She's like, I don't want to be with him. She like, I don't want to be with him. It's like, you cannot outrun this. There is written in the stars, it's written in the cosmos. That's why they're like, you got to hit rock bottom. We got to, look, you are so adamant that Spirit saying, we're going to have to let you hit rock bottom. because you are like, nope, I don't want to forgive this person. I do not want nothing to do with them. But it says here it's worth fixing. Let's see, who is this person? Let's look really quickly. I want to get an idea around who is this person. Who is this person? Let's get some insight. I know they're a wise ruler. Someone you're meant to work with also, but also have a relationship with. Competition. This is someone you're in competition with. And you, wait a minute. The person that you're connecting to is someone you're going to be in competition with? Loyalty. Oh no. Oh. We got loyalty. And is this person going to fight the competition? Whoever this person is, they're going to back. Like if there's someone else, they're willing to fight the competition and be loyal to you. This person's going to be loyal to you. They're strong. This person is strong. Even right here, I'm picking up strength. They're a fighter. And they're going to be willing to fight for you. They're not going to back down. That's what I'm saying. It's like, even though they wasted time and you're going to be putting up a block, they're still going to be persistent. It's like, yeah, they're going to give you that letter. They're going to message you. When you block them, they're going to keep coming back. They're not going to back down. This person's going to be loyal to you. No matter how much you fight and fight back, yeah, they're going to be in competition with you because you're going to be fighting against it. That's why it's competition, because you're like, no, and they're like, I'm not giving up. We're supposed to be together. They know it. I told you, they already know it. Wise. They know it. You're the one that don't know it. Look, see, pause and delay. I need time because I don't want to go. All right, y'all. See, you're going to pray. You're going to have to pray. Cancer, y'all are really fighting this. They going to watch. When you do be with them, they're going to be devoted to you. But you're going to be praying like, God, do I really got to go? Is this really my person? It's going to really bother you. But once you get there, look, oh my gosh, they're going to spoil you. Look, I told you that reciprocity, a lot of receiving, cooking for you, buying you things. You're not going to know how to act because you've been over here in these lopsided relationships. Always the giver. Now you're going to get to receive. And this person, y'all going to be so locked in that nobody on the outside over here is going to be able to penetrate and get in. This person is not going to even have it. This wise ruler is not going to even allow anyone to come in and bother you. Bye.